I love working at International City Theater for several reasons. First of all, I live in Long Beach, so the theater is about a 15-minute commute. And where does one have that anywhere, anywhere, let alone in Southern California? Second of all, Karen Desai is a wonderful producer. She is a wonderful director. She's really good at nurturing artists. And she is very supportive. There was one time in rehearsals for a previous play I directed there, which will remain nameless, where things weren't going so great. And I was having some difficulty with one or two of my actresses. And and of course, I'm putting on the facade and the brave face and all of that. And Karen just came up to me and touched my arm, and she's like, "Luke, are you okay? Is there anything I can do?" Which is a wonderful example of just how supportive she is. I'm also, and she assembles such a wonderful group of artists. As I mentioned, these are our designers and actors who work all over the country. I also have Don Hill, one of the top stage managers in Southern California, who is the head of stage management at UC Irvine, who is actually taking a sabbatical, and he's also the chair of the department. But he's taking a sabbatical in order to stage manage this show because he believes so much in this project and in this piece and in the future of it. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful place to work. And it's every time I've worked there, it has been just a joy and a delight. I would tell other playwrights, actors, and directors why they need to get involved with International City Theater because, first of all, it's been around for nearly 40 years, which certainly speaks well for not only for the sake of longevity, but for a company that is respected and is appreciated in Southern California. And, you know, no one who works in theater does so for the money. Especially in a regional theater situation like this. Maybe on Broadway, if you're Lin-Manuel Miranda, that's a different kettle of fish. But those big shows like Hamilton or Hair or something like that, or Rent, come along maybe once a decade if you're lucky. There's a famous expression, one can't make a living in the theater, but one can make a killing. So those shows are the ones where one makes a killing. But, point being, if one is looking to stretch one's artistic muscles and to really be able to nurture and support the reasons we all work in the theater, ICT is a terrific place to do that. You will feel supported, you will feel taken care of, and your work will be seen by a very receptive audience, and you will be appreciated. Regional theaters on any level, whether it's a place like ICT or Center Theater Group or the Geffen or South Coast Rep, all of these places need support from the community because ticket sales only cover a tiny fraction of production costs. And so it's important to give back to the community. It's important to give back to something that nurtures you, like the theater. And it's very necessary this isn't the European model where theaters are subsidized by the government. Pardon me, I'm going to say that again. The European model where theaters are subsidized by the government is lovely, but that is not the case here. So there are so many statistics on how the arts nurture individuals and nurture students and nurture a community. So especially since COVID, where audiences are still slowly coming back, still kind of finding their footing. And some people are still nervous about going out in public and that sort of thing, and being in a public place like a sports arena or a theater or something. So it's all the more important in this day and age that we do whatever we can to support our arts institutions and to keep them going and to keep them flourishing. I look forward to seeing you at the theater.